Okay, and the biggest public conception is that you're ducking Lara. And I know me and you talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it and say it, and you give me your opinion on it. That you don't, and Trout, don't take this, but I've never heard you call out Lara's name. I mean, maybe you called it out, I'm not saying on that type of level, but I've never heard you call out Lara's name. And it's the public sentiment is that you're fighting Garcia, who is basically a journeyman when Lara don't have no fight. Because I don't know if you know it or not, but the Vannis fight ain't coming off. So, and both of y'all are both managed by Al Heyman. Why haven't you put the pressure on Al like you're putting the pressure to fight Canelo, like you're putting the pressure to fight K9, and all these guys that you're calling out, when it's a guy that's free now who's willing to fight you?
Yeah, I understand all that. And I talked to Al, and I told Al, I said, if it's Lara that is going to make the fight, then let's make the fight because I want to fight. That's the end all. Like, I don't care who it is at the end of the day. If we could get Lara, if we could get Garcia, if this is that. But mind you, if I do fight Lara, I want to get paid for fighting Lara. Like I said, I agree. I think he's the other best 154-pounder besides myself. And I feel like I'm the only person who can beat Lara. But at the same time, if I'm going to fight the best, I want to get paid for the best. You know, I think the last offer was a slap in the face. It was like $150,000 to fight Lara on, you know, some ESPN or something like that. First of all, Lara shouldn't be on fighting me on ESPN. I'm not no diva or anything like that. I'm not a fan. I'm above ESPN. But a fight like me and Lara should not be on ESPN. That's selling myself short off the bat.
Okay, but the thing was,
I'm not greedy either. I'm not talking about $1 million or multi-million, but $150,000. Come on.
Yeah, but I remember you explaining to me on another show that you got an offer from them, and your team didn't even tell you and turned the fight down.
They didn't tell me. I had no idea. So I'm sitting there talking shit to Lara like, hey, you ain't give me no offer. You ain't saying nothing to me. I heard nothing about it. But in reality, they did say give it to Greg, and Greg said no. But what they were offering, we could have got the same to fight, you know, nobody.
But my thing is, both of you guys have Al Heyman, so the money is there. The money is going to be there.
Exactly, yeah.
So if it's going to be there, why aren't you making that push like we see that you're making with K9? That's the thing with people. That's the thing where a lot of people come from, and it gives off the perception that you're ducking Lara.
Well, I'm sorry that they perceive that, but they also have to understand that a fight with Lara doesn't necessarily do much for me. Now, listen, check this. I understand. I feel like he's one of the best. A lot of people that really know boxing feel like he's one of the best. But say I fight Lara now and I beat Lara, then what they gonna say? Well, he only had 19 fights. You know, he ain't had no belt. Canelo's the real king of the weight class. Beat Canelo, then give me some. Then I'll give you credit. No matter what I do, unless I have all the belts, they're not gonna give me my credit. So a win over Lara now is gonna be so, you know, I feel like undersold that it's going to be a waste of a win. Like, that's a great win in my book. It'll probably be one of the best wins of my career. But I need everybody to realize that and not undersell my W.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying that, you know, we all know the boxing writers is every hardcore boxing fan and every hardcore boxing writer and people that know is going to give you your credit. To be honest with you, a lot of people rate
you know what they're going to say, so what? Molina beat Lara. As soon as I beat Lara, they can say, so what? So did Molina. Molina beat Lara. Is he the best in the division? So what? Paul Williams beat Lara. You know, that as soon as I do something...
We know Paul Williams didn't win that fight. Everybody counting that as a win for Lara.
We all know that. And you know, technically he needed to be Molina, but you know, I thought he did. So no matter which way I look, the people that they are fans of Molina say Molina's better because he beat Lara too. Or the fans of Paul Williams, most of the, you know, the boxing... The general boxing people who don't know the game so real will say the same thing about Paul Williams.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I don't want to spend too much time on that subject, but it's also another fight out there.
Record, no one's afraid of Lara. That's all. In fact, he kind of pissed me off. And, you know, but we'll sell in the ring like gentlemen. And if not, that's fine. I'll slap him in the phone booth too.
But listen, I don't want to be disrespectful to you now, but I'm letting you know Lara's actually on the line right now. So it's up to you. If you want to talk to him, you can talk to him. You know, y'all can say what y'all gotta say. You know, and take it from there. They hitting me up crazy. I got Australian fans hitting me up saying Mundini want to talk to you.
Yeah, Mundini.
Okay, go ahead, man. You say what you want to say, man.
Mundini, why you still talking about the man? He fell back off of two different fights he pulled out. The last time he said he had a lucrative 3-fight deal in U.S. that included Cotto, Mayweather, and some other fairy tale names. And he ends up fighting Bronco McCart. And now he's back running his mouth saying, I'm ducking him. Get Mundini, man. He's not even in the ratings.
Oh, man.
His brother Garcia is rated higher than that man. So.
But you know what? That's a fight that you can take.
Yeah, with Mundini.
Yeah, with Mundini. I mean, my public sentiment is I want to see you in the ring. Don't get me wrong, Austin. I want to see you in the ring, but fans don't want to see you in the ring with Garcia. And I understand you have to feed your family. I know the game, and I know it's not all on you, you know. But it's because of that push that you make for other fights, and then turn up and say, "Oh, now I'm fighting Garcia." That's the stuff that people look at as what Vannis do. Vannis call for everybody else and turn around and fight a D fighter.
But Vannis has that. He gets those opportunities to fight these fighters he's calling out, you know, and he don't take them.
You're absolutely right.
But like I said, I told Al, look, I would fight each and every one of them. You just got to put them in there. Al's gonna say, well, they're not paying enough yet. But, you know, like, where's Lara? Ain't he on the phone? What's he got to say?
Oh, he on. Oh, you want to talk to him?
Well, yeah. Why he called me, didn't he?
Yeah, he called. Put him through.
I'm gonna go ahead and put him through right now.
Yeah, go ahead and put him through.
Hey, Lara.
Dime.
Hey. Saluda a la gente ahí. Dice, ¿qué tú quieres? Trout dice, ¿qué tú tienes que decir de todo lo que está diciendo él?
Bueno, a Trout tengo que decirle que se deje convertir de su promoción y todo el mundo, que él nunca a mí me ha llamado a pelear, ¿ok? Que él ganó el título, que ganó con Spin, yo le estoy llamando a pelear y él dice que quien yo soy para pelear con él. Yo soy mejor boxeador que él. Yo cojo a él y le parto la boca. Más fácil, ¿ya?
Yeah, he says, you know, first off, Austin Trout, everyone knows, doesn't call his name out, never said his name not once. And he says, you know what? You won a fake title. Now everyone knows who I am. I'm the best fighter in the world. And there's no way he'll beat me. And when I see him, I'm gonna punch him in his mouth.
Yeah, you gotta catch him, man.
You guys speak Spanish. You guys see the translation is right on point. You guys heard the man. But I mean, from my standpoint, Austin. I mean, look, you're a great fighter. We think you're one of the best in the division too. But if you're willing to fight him for 10 or 15,000 on ESPN, then why the hell wouldn't you take the fight for not 150, more than that? I heard you got offered 300,000 to fight him, and you turned him down.
Wait,
don't go.
Louis, let him rebuttal. Louis, let him rebuttal. Go ahead, Austin.
Nah, I never taken those 15,000 to 20,000 fights. I would match that one time he was down. He was in 2009. So whatever you said, when y'all offered the fight, this is what I've been told. I don't know about no $300,000 because I would rather take that.
And I you guys on the radio, you said that he said that Lara turned him down for an ESPN fight. Did you guys said that, right?
Yeah, he said that he turned it down.
Lara was on ESPN. When he was just coming out, we was trying to get on any way possible. We called advantage. We try to get live. We try to get everybody.
So what I'm saying is, if you would fight, you're saying if you would fight him for 10,000 when you're willing to do it on ESPN. Now you guys are both HBO and Showtime fighters, and you're gonna make 30 to 40 times more than what you're gonna make then why can't we make the fight?
You asking the wrong person. Nobody's not. I'm the person that's willing to fight a lot of.
Él dice que sí pelea contigo, que no es culpa de él.
Bueno, dile que se pelea conmigo, que ya que no hable tanto y que se ponga los huevos y estamos en el ring el 13 de octubre. Que ya que no hable más.
Ya, dile, ¿sigue?
Ya, dile que ya, que el 13 de octubre que peleamos ya. Para acabar eso, y que no hable tanto, que yo se lo mandé a decir ayer por Twitter. Que yo no quiero su título, yo quiero su corazón. ¿Hasta cuándo se va a estar escondiendo?
he said basically, you know what? Then if you're willing to fight him, then let's make this happen. You know, like they said, we both have the same team. Let's stop talking about it. Let's make it happen. Whether September, October, whenever it is. And like he told you on Twitter, you could keep your title. He wants your heart.
He also mentioned October 13th for a date.
Yeah, well, October 13th, whatever date it is. I mean, if we want to do it on your September date, we could do it then. We could do it in October. We could do it whenever.
Have y'all ever met?
I'm ready to go. You know, September.
He said he's ready to go September.
You said September 27th, whatever. We're ready to go September too.
No,
we're ready to.
Louis, he talking. Louis, let him talk. Louis.
I'm translating what to the kid.
Okay.
All right, man.
Go ahead.
You hyping. I think you believe the hype more than the fight does. Call that through and make it happen. You know, I'm not opposed to the fight at all. I told my promoter, I told my manager the same thing. You know, Al is my advisor. I think if he wants to make it happen, he can make it happen. So, holla at Al, let's make this go.
Dice que él cree que yo quiero la pelea más que tú y que él va a dejar que su gente coge los oponentes de él.
Dile que no, que tú no eres que quiera pelear, yo sé que quiero la pelea. Solamente tú me ayudas con el inglés, ¿ok? Que yo sé que estoy hablando y yo sé que le estoy escribiendo por Tigre, pero que él siempre se esconde. Que ya, ¿hasta cuándo se va a esconder? Ya, ready, tú de 13 estamos ready, cuando quiera. ¿Ok? Yo lo que quiero es partirle la boca para que no aprenda a hablar de la gente. Eso es lo único que quiero hacer.
Yeah, he says, well, you know, I don't want to fight. He wants to fight. What I do is I help him translate in English, and he says, you know what? Like he said on Twitter, there's a lot of shit talking going on. He's ready to fight. That's it. It's not about this and that. He's ready to fight. He doesn't need no one to pick his opponents. You know, we're both we don't need no one to pick our opponents. Yeah, we don't need no one to pick our opponents. We're ready to fight whoever.
All right, well, then, shit, let's go.
Have y'all ever met Austin?
Never met.
No, we never met. And like Lara says, he thinks he's a good fighter. There's no reason why he shouldn't want to. We think Austin's the second best guy in the division too. We really feel that way. He's a slick southpaw. He's undefeated. Well, let's put the best two on the line, and the winner of that fight, I think, deserves Canelo Alvarez.
Man, the winner of the fight deserves a fight with Cotto, Floyd, whoever. In my opinion. In my opinion.
El señor dice que el ganador de la pelea debe coger todas las peleas grandes. ¿Qué tú crees? El ganador de la pelea es Luis Trout.
Dile que yo estoy 100% rey. Yo estoy conscientemente de lo que puede pasar después de la pelea. Si peleamos después, que por supuesto que le voy a partir la boca. Después que yo le gane a él, dile que estoy rey para cualquiera. Y de Cotto, no hay para todo, para cualquiera. Yo no me escondo, lo mío es pelear, lo mío es buscar dinero, porque yo tengo familia.
Yeah, he says basically he knows the consequences after he beats Trout. He knows Trout's a good fighter, and he says, you know what? I know what I got to do, and I don't hide, I don't talk. I just fight. My job is to fight to make money for my family, and after I break his mouth on whatever date it is, you know, I'm willing to fight Colos, I'm willing to fight Canelos, but we both have to win a type of fight like this, you know, to get to that next level.
All right, do you guys think a fight in October or September, whatever you guys want to do, do you guys feel there's enough time to promote a big fight like that? So make that
they don't even have to do all that. They don't even have to. It's selling stuff.
Yeah, I'm not worried about promotion.
Well, with respect to Trout, with respect to Lara, you know, both of you guys, you know, I think both of you guys are the two best fighters in the division. I think that this is a fight that needs to happen, whether anybody says it, because it's been so much danced around between y'all two guys. I think the best fighter out of this deserves to be on the pound-for-pound list, and I think that whenever it happens, it's going to be a good fight, and y'all guys, even the loser, I think stock is going to raise. So at the end of the day, with all due respect, this Trout time, you know, shout out to Lara for calling up and trying to learn. And hold on, I want to give a shout out to Lara for even trying to learn English to try to be more marketable for itself. And I want to give a shout out to you, Louis, for also calling up and both of you guys clarifying things. And you know, good to y'all. And right now, I want to finish with Trout. And you know, Trout deserves it.